Hello and welcome to the Disney's Castle Cat Halloween 2024 series. If you're new to the channel, I'm Kitty, British annual pass holder and mostly solo traveller, off on another adventure with Poppy the cat. We make content about Disney World with chat and tips for our fellow Disney fans. Everybody, so this is it. It's time to go home almost. It's 8:30 in the morning currently, and we need to be on the Mears bus at 12:50. So I was going to just shoot straight over to Magic Kingdom this morning, but it took me a little bit longer to get my luggage sorted out than I thought. So now I'm thinking maybe it's quite a nice day. Maybe let's just have a little mooch around the grounds and then see where we're at. Maybe stop and have a quick look in the shops again. Just see where the morning takes me, and then possibly go over to Magic Kingdom a bit later on, possibly even Disney Springs. That doesn't open till 10 though, so that would give me kind of 90 minutes to wander around, get the bus, and then go over and have a look. But we haven't been to Disney Springs this trip, but we have been to Magic Kingdom a good old few times, so not that I ever get tired of it. So yeah, let's just see where the morning takes us. Let me just show you what's happened with the weather though. As you can see, it's a very nice, or it's promising to be a very nice day today. The sun is coming out. It's a very lovely 30 degrees. It's not raining. Everything's clean and fresh, and Disney have done their usual thing. They've managed to clean up like magical pixies in the night, so there's no debris anywhere or anything like that I can see. So let's go for a walk. Let's see what's happening, and then at 10 o'clock make a choice about whether to go into Magic Kingdom or go over to Disney Springs. So this is the back of Bay Lake Tower. So every time I've gone to go to an elevator, this is the view I've had, or I've walked past from the second floor. It's very pretty. It's not overly themed, like some of the resorts. I mean, I absolutely love the theming personally, but it's more like if Disney and Hilton did a hotel together as a DVC. It's got a kind of updated 70s/80s vibe, that kind of beige and brown feel about it. Again, I absolutely love it. It feels welcoming and familiar to me. You know, if you're someone that loves lots and lots of bling in a hotel though, this one isn't for you. You're probably going to want to go somewhere with a bit more Disney. But it's also a conference centre, so they've kind of, I think, had to keep it a little bit neutral. So it's very pretty. You can see the swimming pool over there. And this is a running trail that I'm on now, or a walkway, but it's also a running trail. Every resort has mapped running trails, so if you're someone that still likes to work out even when you're on vacation, so you can see the little sign there, and you can see someone who is very committed to their health at the most magical place on earth. And then just over to my left, having to think while I talk now, I need more coffee, we'll do that next. That is the boat docking area, and that is where we went the other night to watch the water pageant. So we ended up walking to the very end of that boat dock and watching the pageant at the end there. And now we're heading more towards Contemporary. So up top there, you can see the Sky Walkway, which is the one that is crazy windy, even when it's not a hurricane. It's a great view though. So if you get the chance to actually come here, even if you're just coming here for a cup of coffee or a look around, just walk along that walkway because it's a lot of fun. And you can see, you get great views of the Magic Kingdom, and then back out this way over the lake as well. It's very pretty at this time of day. Little beach there. I think if I had a DVC resort, I think it might be here actually. I'd choose to be here. I'd buy someone else's points because I don't think you can buy new anymore. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I think it's somewhere that if you come for 2 weeks or so, you definitely make use of things like the boats and the beaches. Whereas if you're like me and you're in and out in 4 full days and 2 half days, you have to really pick and choose. And I come out here for the parks. I can go to a beach in Ibiza in an hour and a half. So you have to pick and choose what you do. But I think it's so lovely to have the facility here. And if I had enough time to come out for longer, then I would. I just can't. I don't have enough time with work to be able to be away unfortunately, for more than sort of 5 or 6 days. I can still do that a few times a year, but I'd rather do 4 times a year short breaks than 1 time a year super long break. So this leads down to the pontoon. You've got a really cute little bar there, which is right next to the contemporary pool. The contemporary pool is a little bit bigger than the Bay Lake pool. And it's got water slides, as you can see, and a splash zone. That's fairly typical for any resort here, though. You will have your main pool with water slides and crazy stuff for kids. And then you'll also have smaller pools dotted around, depending on how big the resort is. So this is the main lobby, but also the convention centre. Let's go in and grab some coffee. So we've managed to climb 5 floors on 2 escalators. So let's have a little looky around. So you've got a bar there. You've got Chef Mickey's, which is a character breakfast. And then you've got the Contempo Cafe, which is like a quick serve. I have to say it is a quick serve and it has got nice food, but it's quite a small selection compared to if you were at a value or moderate resort. I found yesterday that actually I really wish I had looked at the Steakhouse 71 mobile order menu a lot earlier. It was a tiny bit pricier for a meal, so we'd be looking at like $17, $18 for like fish and vegetables to take out. But then a pizza, flatbread that I had on Monday, I think that was like $14. So to be fair, it's not a big difference, but you can get much healthier food or more variety of food in Steakhouse 71, which is on the ground floor where we came in just now. So I would definitely recommend having a look at all the menus with mobile order before you decide what you want at the start of the week, and then you've got your options ready to go. So it's still really early, so some of the shops are still closed at the moment. We'll just have a little moo-moo sharoo, as Mr. Gary would say. I've done all my shopping. I did all my gift shopping last night. Got some Halloween treats for folks. We'll just keep having a little wander. So where you can see people going in now, that's the entrance for hotel guests to get onto the monorail. And if you go through there, once you get to the other side, it's like when you're walking into Magic Kingdom, you're the other side security at that point, because they will have checked you here, which is not sweaty, you're not standing in direct sunlight, there's not millions of people. It's just a much nicer way of having your bag checked. So definitely consider that. The staff here are so kind. I just decided to come and get a black coffee, sit with Poppy and just have a look at the view for a minute. And I was expecting to pay $3 or $4 for my coffee, and the gentleman on the till said, "No, don't worry," and just gave me a cup. So I got a complimentary cup of coffee to sit and look at my very beautiful view while I decide what to do with the rest of this morning. People here are so nice. Decision was made, guys. I decided to come and just do some mooching. I thought about it, and I probably wouldn't get a whole lot done in a couple of hours at Magic Kingdom. So I thought, let's go and do something we haven't done this trip. See what we can see. Just have a lovely time here. We've got about 2 hours, and then I need to head back on the bus and go and get my bags and get ready to get on the Mears bus to go back to the airport. But for now, we're just going to have a nice couple of hours wander around Disney Springs, having a look at the shops. I don't think they open for just a little while longer. We've got about 20 minutes, I think, of it being very peaceful and quiet. Got the Mac shop there. Let's just go for a little wander. So we've got Wolfgang Puck there. They do a very nice brunch. Had brunch there in my November trip. So check that one out. It's probably, for me, it's not the best place for a brunch, but it's a nice place for a brunch. And right next to it over here, you've got the Coca-Cola store with the lounge on the top, which is very cool. I would definitely recommend that. You don't have to buy anything, you can just go up there. Brad and I went up there on our May trip and we had some very nice Coca-Cola cocktails, actually. Right across from Planet Hollywood. I haven't been in Planet Hollywood for probably 20 years. Let's just keep mooching. So you can just see a sign there for Enzo's Hideaway. Totally recommend it. It's a really fun little place to go and have a nice drink. And the Edison is also lovely. They have really good food. They have live entertainment in there. It's a really good place to hang out, especially if you're here with friends. It's got a kind of industrial 1930s vibe going on. This whole part of the district is probably my favourite. We are currently coming up on the Savannah Bee-Co, which is one of my absolute favourite shops. Love honey, and they also make honey products, so not just honey that you eat, it's got honey skincare and that kind of thing. We've also got the ganachery. I like to just go and smell there. It's a lot of sugar, but it's a delight, and they do these s'mores desserts, I guess you'd call them, which are biscuits and marshmallow and chocolate. Absolutely outstanding. If you're not diabetic, definitely go and try one. And there's the ganachery. Poppy did a photo shoot with her ganachery ears last time we were here. And there's Savannah Bee. These guys, if you sign up for their emails, send some amazing deals out as well. So locals can take this advantage, but it's always worth signing up for all of the shops' mailing lists, because you never know when you come back what you might have to say. And here is the world famous Gideon's. Let's go and see what the line looks like today. Now you can go, sometimes they will put you on a kind of callback list, like a virtual queue, but you will have to have an American mobile number. So unless you are either a US resident with a phone, or you buy one from Walmart just to use when you're out here maybe. They're not expensive, just get a cheap phone and then you can use those for all kinds of things. Yeah, this line's maybe half an hour, 40 minutes long. I like Gideon's. I love their products. I love the aesthetic. But I don't want to queue up for 40 minutes for a cookie. I did buy 3 cookies yesterday at Animal Kingdom, and I've got that entire box, if you remember, of sugar cookies with frosting on. Raglan Road here, Irish pub. Or a Disney American take on an Irish pub. But again, really good food, good time if you're here with friends. Excellent option for lunch if you're missing home. It's so nice at this time of day. It's just so peaceful. The heat is ramping up though. Really ramping up, and it's only, I think, about 10 past 10 and it's about 30 degrees. I am wearing bright and breezy clothing, but I might actually buy one of those jumpers that I kept seeing in the Magic Kingdom the other day, the Sally and Jack ones. I know I said I was going to wait, but I really like them and I think I might buy it and wear it on the plane on the way back. Let's go and have a look in World of Disney. Between Erin McKenna's and Joffrey's, you have chapel hats. There used to be a hat shop on Main Street in Magic Kingdom. I think that's completely gone now. However, Chapel Hats is a hoot. They have sensible everyday people hats, but they also have hats that if you are going on a cruise or something and you want something a bit special, definitely go in there. They don't mind you trying everything on. Up ahead is the boathouse, which is where I tend to go when I'm here with friends, and I have a duck raz every time as a little tradition when I have a drinking buddy. 100% recommend it in there. The food's amazing, service is wonderful, the environment's lovely. Definitely try it. So Paddlefish is another fantastic place to eat, especially if it's a nice day, because you can sit up front outside, or at the back outside really, but out front I like because you can see the balloon and other bits and pieces. But yes, amazing food, amazing drinks, great service again. I mean, to be fair, there really isn't anywhere in Disney Springs you can eat where it isn't great service and great food. They know what they're doing. You just need to decide what you're in the mood for. So sometimes when you're researching hotels for Disney, if you've not been here before, you're going to hear about partner hotels or good partner hotels. The buildings that you can see off in the distance there, not every single building, but they are partner hotels. So they are hotel chains owned by people like Hilton or Drury. So they're independently owned. They're not owned by Disney, but they are on Disney property essentially. They're in the Disney bubble. They're at or within walking distance usually of Disney Springs. And sometimes they can be really, really cheap. The Drury Plaza, for example, is usually less than $200 a night. And that includes access to free breakfast, free dinner, 3 cocktails a day if you're an adult. So if you are on a budget and you really don't want to stretch to a moderate or a value resort, they're definitely worth checking out. They're not going to be as themed, but they still let you have the extra magic hours in the morning if you're allowed a half an hour early entry. They still have buses running to and from for free, so they can actually be a really big saving, and you're going to get a lot more for your money. What you're not going to get is the immersive Mickey Mouse everywhere theming. So that's kind of the downside if you've got small children, I'd guess, but if you're on a budget, it could make it a really achievable holiday. Lego store is an absolute hoot, and you can even make your own mini Lego person in there. It's very inexpensive and it's a really fun activity to do. Something quite unique actually. And you could always just pop a little keychain on him and stick him on your Christmas tree as a souvenir so you remember your trip every year. This is the waterside stage. It's a performance area, so they have professional bands on. I can see there's someone coming in tonight. It's a lot of fun. I have actually brought performing groups out here, and we in fact are back out here at the end of May next year. And if you're a school or a college or anyone like that, you have to audition to perform here. You are treated like cast members, so you can't just wander on and off. Your costumes are pre-approved. It's a very rigorous process, but there's a good reason for that. When the people are on stage here, they are usually absolutely fantastic. And it's free performing for the public. So, you know, what happens is usually it's in an afternoon or an evening. You go up, you have your 25-minute slot, and people come over and they sit down, and you can have an audience of a couple of hundred people. It's a huge, huge privilege to perform here, and I'm really proud that we've done it 5 times now. We're back again next year. Starting to feel the burn of the heat now. So I think let's go into World of Disney and get my jumper maybe. I might pop into Basin and wash my hands in a minute because they do a lovely scrub in there. But right now, let's go shopping. Let's go and get some stuff. We are now in the world's largest Disney store. It's massive. Everything you see here just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So we're going to have a little look around, see if I can find my jumpers. See what else we can see. Like, oh, there's a Haunted Mansion bag there that I haven't noticed before. Let's go and have a look at that. It's embroidered, and it is a lounge fly, and it is no price. Yay! What do we think? So 5 minutes of hunting later, it is $79.99. I'm going to pass on that. I know it's because it's a lounge fly. It's a great park bag though. I'm so glad these have made their way over from, I think, the Tokyo parks. So you just buy in the individual elements and then you can interchange them on a Velcro headband. So maybe we will make our way over to Disney ever after if we get time. Thackeray Binks, Creature of the Night, $14.99 for a fridge magnet. I would actually really like this, but my fridge is almost covered with magnets at the moment, so I don't think there's room for him, sadly. I use pop sockets all the time on my phone. I don't have a case. I find pop socket way more handy than having a case. I just think cases are chunky, and I prefer my phone skinny. Just taking 2 minutes to sit down because it's so bright and so sunny and so warm and so lovely. I think actually I might be get a cheeky Starbucks. I'm not normally a Starbucks girl, but I'm quite peckish actually, and I don't need a huge meal, so there's no point going into a restaurant. So I might go and get something from there. And I'm going to try out some of the other Disney Store shops. They have specialist clothing ones as well as the main one that I've just been in. They didn't actually have my jumper that I wanted in there. They had everything else that I've seen on this trip, but not those jumpers. So I'm going to go find those jumpers and see if I want to get one. Do you guys ever get a thing when you're so tired that your eye starts to twitch? My eye's twitching like a crazy bean. I think I'm going to actually sleep on the plane tonight. My flight's at something silly like 5:40. I got moved so that I could be in premium instead of the 8 o'clock flight. But I hate last days anyway. I hate that I have to go back and this has to stop and can't really do anything with the day, and I've got to stop in an hour anyway. And so I'm going to just try and booster, make the most of it, love the sun, and then we will head back, very sadly with heavy hearts, back to the resort to pick up the bags and get ready for the bus. But meanwhile, I'm super tired with a twitchy eye. And here we have the brand new Starbucks egg, pesto and mozzarella hot sandwich. And when I say it's hot, it's absolutely hotter than the sun. So I'm just going to give it a minute to cool down. But hopefully that will be a lovely, light, brunchy type situation. Well, I am very pleased to report that the egg, pesto and mozzarella sandwich was a delight. It was very hot, but it was very yummy and had 21 grams of protein in it, which is pretty healthy for around here as well. So that's going to definitely keep me going till we get to the airport lounge later. So we've got about half an hour, 45 minutes left until we have to go and get the bus back. So let's just keep mooching, keep wandering and just keep enjoying the sunshine. Jumper secured. I know I said I was going to wait, but it's going to be cold on the plane. I've just realised I don't have a jumper for the way home. So I did get a $12 discount because of my annual pass, so that's really cool. I'm just listening to Kylie playing, one of my faves there behind me. Very distracting. We've got about 20 minutes now, so again, we'll just keep walking and enjoying the sunshine. So this is the other Christmas shop. So there's one in Magic Kingdom and then there's this one, and they've got a lot of the same things. So if you can't make it into Magic Kingdom, come to this one. It might seem a bit weird buying baubles in September, but if you're only here once for the year, it's actually a really lovely way of memorising your trip. So when you pop it on the tree every year, it'll be a talking point for the family. Goofy's Candy Co. Up there with the Caramel Kitchen in Germany. You want some sugar in your lungs? Just come in and sniff. Delicious. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The bus coming around the corner right there is our airport transfer. Everything's packed up. Had some last minute rejigging there in the lobby. Had to get some help bringing my stuff out. I'm definitely going to need a trolley at the airport. But let's get to the airport. Goodbye room. That's my little room right there. The chair's back out. Goodbye Bay Lake Towers. Goodbye monorail. Goodbye Space Mountain. Goodbye walkway to the Magic Kingdom. And with that, friends, we are done. I've got the bus to myself. Private trip all the way back to the airport. Once I get back to the airport, I'm going to have to get a trolley. I can't drag all that stuff through, and you do have to walk quite a long way when they drop you off. It is $7, just warning you, if you're someone who resents paying for a trolley, just be aware. But yes, I'm going to wrap up for this trip now. Let's just have a look back at some of the highlights. We've had some amazing times. We have rammed so much into 4 days. It's been crazy. As I said earlier, I have now got a twitchy eye. I am so tired. I fully plan when we get to the airport to go to the lounge. It's not the swankiest lounge in the world, but it's there and it's peaceful. So I'm going to jump into the lounge, wait for my flight. My flight takes off at 5:30 today. And from about now, I should be home door to door in about 12 hours. So back with my kitty cats, back to reality, back to planning our next trip together. And our next trip will be in November, late November this year. I think I fly out on the 22nd or the 24th of November. We won't be staying at Bay Lake, sadly. I am definitely booking all future trips there, though, but the next one's already been booked. We are going to be staying at one of the All Stars, flying out with Virgin again, and we'll be doing Christmas shopping. We'll be going looking at all the Christmas gingerbread in the Magical Kingdom hotels. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing. We'll be looking at Christmas displays everywhere. We will be attending the Christmas party. It's going to be another wonderful but very exhausting time, and another 4 full days and 2 half days as well. So please join me for that. But I hope you enjoy looking back at the highlights of this trip. And I thank you so much for watching this vlog all the way through. See you really soon. Hey everyone, I don't know if you can hear this properly. I might have to record it again later, but in a surprising plot twist, when I got to the airport, I went to the lounge, was going about my business, and boarding was at 4:45, so about 4:30 I popped to the newsagents to buy some crisps. I was dreading the flight because I'd just seen where I'd been placed, and it was in between loads of people and loads of rows, and I am someone who likes to get up and pee. But anyway, I was thinking, I'm not going to get any sleep, but, gratitude for the flight. Anyway, I was buying my crisps, and my name was called out of the tannoy saying it was an urgent message, which obviously freaked me out. So paid for what I was getting, made my way very hastily to the gate, and when I got there, the ladies there pulled me to one side looking incredibly serious. I was literally shaking at one point because I was like, they're going to tell me someone's died. It looked really serious. And then she pulled me to one side and she went, can I see your boarding pass, please? So I said, yes, okay. And I took it out and gave it to her. And she tore it up and she smiled and she said, Virgin would like to thank you for your loyalty. Here's your new boarding pass. And I looked at it and I've been put in the front seat in Hopper. And I said to her, I'm really confused. What? And she's like, no, thank you. We're really welcome back on board. Enjoy. You get to sleep now. You get to lay flat. So Poppy and I could not be more grateful. I am very, very tired. I was just going to work through the flight and then sleep tomorrow. It's a nearly 8-hour flight. But this is so lovely. It's so lovely. I love being an upper. I didn't have enough points to do it this time. I could have used a companion voucher and paid the extra, but I was trying to be economical. And then I decided not to be upgraded from economy to premium. But it's just been so lovely. And the purser just came around a minute ago and started saying, are you comfortable in your seat? Do you have everything you need? And then he looked at his notes and he said, oh, no, I can see you fly with us all the time. You're fine. If you need anything, come and get me. So loyalty pays, people. I'm not quite sure how this happened or why this happened, but I am beyond grateful, like to the point where I am not someone that cries, but I could have cried. The thought of being able to get up and go for a wee when I need to, being able to get snacks when I need them so that I don't have to go long periods without eating. This is like the best way to end this trip. So I'm going to close the vlog here because it doesn't get any better than this. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me and Poppy on our adventures. Please go and visit Poppy over on Instagram as well, where she models all of her ears and outfits inspired by Disney. We wish you were here, but until you can be, have a magical day.